Oh, finally we're back on track. Welcome to the 7 Days podcast presented by Boy123 Jim. I am Jim. Let's begin. A lot of stuff to talk about within the past week. But a lot of new stuff has happened recently. When I was on my way home from my first day in college. Oh Lord. Every time I go downtown, I come back home, I'm exhausted. Oh my god. So, we're back on Thursdays again. Thank God. SmackDown Live, I uploaded that yesterday on Wednesday. So, we're back on Thursdays with the podcast. I will be working on the Survivor Series Universe Mode. Maybe tonight I should start. Or if not, maybe I'll do it Friday or... Either way, I think I'll do it Friday night or Saturday night, whichever one, because then I can just it'll render. The render will take forever. The show, guys, this is as much I'll tell you of what I've done with Survivor Series. It is 2 hours long. I'm telling you that right now, and it's like with WWE in real life, you know. Like, the exclusive pay-per-views like for me, the exclusive pay-per-views are an hour to do. You know, an hour to an hour 50, right? But then, when it's a dual branded, it's 2 hours long. Because I be booking so much matches on one show. Plus, some matches be taking forever. I will give you one clue. There was one match that was 30 minutes long. Not going to tell you what it is. You have to wait and see this Sunday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. But yeah, as far as real life WWE goes, Monday Night Raw, we had Braun Strowman destroy the Big Show. Apparently, Big Show will be going to do hip surgery. That's why he was taken off like that off TV, perhaps. I don't know. But... that could be the reason. John Cena had a great match with Jason Jordan. Some people say that, you know, Jason Jordan, you know, it didn't do him no good going up against. Are you mad? If you're going up against the face of the company, and you're able to get your stuff, like I'm watching Simon from What Culture, his ups and downs. There are times where his ups and downs video upset me. Not to an extent where I'll curse him out or crucify him verbally on the internet. But like there are times where it just upset me where I'm just going to stop watching the video because it's going to keep upsetting me more around there. But, you know, in this case, it's just that I disagree. You know, he stated that, in his opinion, that, you know, when he went up against John Cena, did Jason Jordan, that it didn't do much for him. You know, John Cena won, you know, there's no point. Now, to me, I look at it like, if you're going up against the face of the company, and you actually stood toe-to-toe, and you're able to get your moves in long enough, this match was a good 15 to 17 minutes, right? Including the commercial break. So, within all that, Jason Jordan able to do some move. People are still talking about him doing the double Northern Lights suplex and able to counter the Attitude Adjuster into a roll up and then counter the STF into a crossface. You know, like Jason Jordan, he is great in the ring. It's just that people. I agree with this when it comes to charisma. You know, it's not there. It's not there. I don't know if Chad Gable. Chad Gable, when it comes to charisma, no, not really. You know, he does have charisma in Chad Gable. But Jason Jordan, it's just that, you know, maybe because this whole ridiculous storyline, he's Kurt Angle's son, rather, and, you know, we're not really believing it. You know, it's just like, this phony stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. Then the big dog comes out and he's like, hey, what, like I didn't notice this, but some people brought it to light. You know, that when Roman Reigns said, "Oh, why did it took John Cena, a 16-time champ, a good 20 minutes to defeat a rookie?" Now, first of all, Jason Jordan's not really a rookie. Jason Jordan has been in WWE since 2013 in the NXT days. He come up to the main roster in 2016. He became SmackDown Live Tag Team Champion not too long ago, last December, I think. Last December, early January, around that time, they defeated the Wyatt family. So Jason Jordan ain't no rookie. When I think of a rookie, I think someone that's there for like a short amount of time, like a good month, a 2 month still, or maybe in his first year, a rookie, right? Like when John Cena debuted against Kurt Angle, and then he had a good showing against Kurt Angle, but Kurt Angle defeated him off a unique pin combination, and after that you have Farouk and Too Cool with Rikishi, showing Cena respect on his debut night, and then at the time, the WWE Undisputed Champion, I honestly think he's the standard bearer of World Wrestling Entertainment. The Undertaker comes up, and he asks, "What's your name, kid?" He tells him your name, and then he willingly shakes your hand. Like, he puts out his hand to shake your hand. So Jason Jordan ain't no rookie. If you look at it from how Cena came through, he was a rookie then. Jason Jordan now going up against the big guy of the company, he's not a rookie. But I get what Roman's trying to say. Like Jason Jordan, I guess he's a rookie in one-on-one competition. Like on a big stage, maybe like a little fish in a big ass pond by himself, even though he has his father, his illegitimate whatever father, fake ass daddy, Kurt Angle, But yeah, and then after Cena brought up his zipper, and then big time. I will not forget about that. It was like, notice that your zipper is down. It was like, I broke it. Big dog, like, Roman, we're not doing that today. So people are still souring on the Balor Wyatt thing. I mean, I don't know why. I'm still, like, I thought after SummerSlam maybe it could be it, but then again, it's 1-1. Wyatt won on Raw, Balor won on SummerSlam. Maybe they'll finally end this thing once and for all at No Mercy, and then we'll see where we go from there. I hope to God this ends at No Mercy, though, but I liked the promo from Balor. He's saying that he doesn't run from his demon. Sometimes he becomes one. And then Wyatt's like, you know what? How about you put your best weapon, your weapon aside, and try fighting me man to man without your demon. And then we'll see what happens, because in the end of the day, you're gonna run. So all that. So Raw, to me, look, look, I'll be honest with y'all. All right, Raw beat SmackDown to me. To me, Raw was better than SmackDown. Now, SmackDown, the only thing I actually care about right now is Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon's situation. And the fact that Vince McMahon is coming back to WWE, but also like coming on the WWE television, but coming back to SmackDown. I think for the first time, it was for the first time since 2012 that Vince McMahon is coming to SmackDown Live. Because if I remember correctly, the last time I remember Vince McMahon on SmackDown was when he was announcing the SmackDown general manager, which was, I believe, Vicky Guerrero at the time. Oh no, it was Booker T. The next year it was Vicky Guerrero. But yeah, after that, we have not seen Vince McMahon on SmackDown since. That, at least to my knowledge. So, this is big. Vince being on SmackDown, overall is huge, because he's rarely on SmackDown. Raw is his baby, Raw is his, like, number one show, right? And in SmackDown, it's like, secondary show. That's what it was made for. It was made to be a secondary show, where, like, it was like when WCW made Thunder. You know, like they have the undercard guys, the mid-card guys be on Thunder, where they get more TV time than Nitro, because Nitro's for the main event guys, Raw was for the main event guys, and SmackDown was for the mid-card guys. But no, actually, SmackDown, they did everything on SmackDown. Mid-card, but then again, the whole attitude there. They did everything. Mid-card, lower card, and upper card was important. Everyone was interested in everything back then. Just saying. But yeah, Vince McMahon being on SmackDown, that's huge. But Shane getting suspended, that, I was like, okay. You know, because I was hoping that they wouldn't say he's fired. I'm like, come on. Like, a lot of people have done worse. They deserve to be fired. Never mind fired, arrested. But, you know, what Shane McMahon did, he did what Triple H would have done. He did what Randy Orton would have done, or something like that. You know, like, Kevin Owens said, bro, your family would be good without you. Your family would be blessed if you didn't survive the helicopter crash. Basically saying, hey, your family would be good if you died in that helicopter crash. Without saying the word dead or die, he basically just said, yeah, your family would be good without you, you know? Your wife, your dad, and your kids. Shane warned him, bro, don't bring up my kids. And he brought them up again, and Shane's like, you know what, fuck it. You about to catch these hands. And then, yeah, that's what happened. He almost punched Daniel Bryan, which I was like, oh, shit. But after that, you know, Carmela and Ellsworth, I don't know what's going on there. I mean, Carmela, you know, like, she wrestles Natty. Ellsworth messed up. She got distracted. Natty won. And then Carmella's like, let me just diss this guy. Just kick him to the curb. And I was like, yes, kick him to the curb. Get rid of him. I thought he signed the SmackDown to wrestle. Obviously, he sees a hot chick, and now he's with her like a freaking puppy. Like a sick love puppy. I don't know. Like, ever since Carmella had anything to do with Ellsworth has been by her side since then. And I'm like, bro, you do know she's dating Cass. Come on. Let it go. Just let it go. Just stop. You were friend zoned before you even became friends with Carmella, bro. It's that bad, okay? You had no chance in hell of a shot with Carmella, period, right? So what does Carmella do? After she basically belittled James Ellsworth and kicked him to the curb, James Ellsworth saw her backstage, and he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I know I messed up, I will not be in the way, you know, come on, be considerate, you know, I'll do things right this time. And she's like, this time I'm gonna do things my way. What does she do? She fucking kisses the dude, and I was like, no! Oh, what? And then she slaps the taste. It's like she tried to slap the fucking saliva that she just fucking put in his mouth with the kiss. Slapping the taste out of his mouth. Like, dude, I'm like, what is going on? And then I had to tweet it out. I had to. I wonder how Big Cass felt. Because I remember when Big Cass, at the Hall of Fame, he said, when, I believe Renee Young brought it up, that, you know, James Ellsworth is with Carmella on SmackDown when Big Cass is over on Raw. Big Cass warned Ellsworth, hey, you better watch yourself. You better stay in your lane. You better watch yourself. I'm watching you, you know? So, I wonder how things will be. Maybe if they had the Superstar shakeup next year, if they're not doing it now, they said they're going to do it in the fall. Well, we'll have to wait and see. But if they're going to do it next year and Big Cass goes over to SmackDown while Ellsworth is still on SmackDown, yeah, not going to look good for Ellsworth, you know. Now, they had the main event, Randy Orton vs. Shinsuke Nakamura. Now, the match, I had the TV on mute. I was not in the mood. I didn't want to watch the match. After the entrances, I just stopped watching. Like, after the first commercial break of the match, I just stopped paying attention. I had the TV on. It was there. Mute volume. I just didn't pay attention. I just didn't. I'm going to have to watch it back just to see how it was overall, but I just didn't really care. And then I went out, I think I got like a bowl of cereal. I come back and I see Nakamura standing tall. So I'm like, okay, Nakamura won. Okay, whatever. So we did not see Lana. We did not see Tamina. Thank you. On SmackDown Live. But I noticed that all this show was like promo and squash matches and not good quality matches besides the main event. You know, like I mean, I guess next week, you know, they have 3 championship matches because and AJ Styles and Baron Corbin and Ty. I hope it's a triple threat. If Baron Corbin gets involved next week, it has to be a triple threat at Hell in a Cell. Please, that's how I would have booked it. A triple threat match. Ty, AJ, Corbin. That way Corbin gets his shot. That way Ty gets his shot and gets to beat up Baron Corbin and vice versa for Baron Corbin on Ty Dillinger. And AJ Styles is there to do the same thing. You know, beat them up. Whatever, right? That's how I would have done it. Just book a triple threat after this whole... I know Corbin's getting involved next week. I'm not going to waste my breath. I know he's going to get involved. So next week, when that does happen, they should just book it a triple threat match. That way, no one can interfere in anything. Simple as that. You know? I don't know why Aiden English got to win. I was like, what the fuck? Like, dude, I literally just... I'm lying down. Normally, I sit on my chair and watch, but I'm lying down in bed, and when Aiden English got the roll up on Sammy, I literally, like, sit up like The Undertaker. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What's going on here? Is this how they... Like, what's going on with Sami Zayn, bro? What is going on? Now I'm hearing people want to... El Generico, which would be interesting. They could like do vignettes, being like, "Oh, a new character," you know, because I'm watching the 2K18 roster reveal part 4 with Fandango. That Fandango was hilarious, by the way, with Breezango, I should say, right? And they brought up Sami Zayn and they're asking Breezango how do you feel about Sami Zayn and you know, how do you feel about him being in the game and stuff. And then Fandango's like, hey, he should wear a mask, you know. And Renee Young's like, yeah, I think he's familiar with that. So maybe El Generico could make his way over to WWE. I mean, we had a glimpse of it in NXT when, you know, he would wear a mask and he beat Bo Dallas on NXT to get a championship match and he unmasked himself. I've seen that clip many, many times, so... I'm very familiar with, and I know my knowledge of El Generico and Kevin Steen. I did watch that ladder match. Magnifique, simple as that. That's why I love Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn feud. That's why the Battleground last year match was obviously match of the. A lot of match of the years, Sami Zayn has been involved in some of them, and that says that Sami Zayn can go in the ring. They're just holding him back for what? I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe build sympathy. Like I actually heard this story that Roman Reigns, they're trying to build sympathy for Roman Reigns. Like that's why he keeps losing on pay-per-views. He keeps losing these big match pay-per-views because they're trying to build sympathy. So you can be like, oh, look at that, he's not winning all the time anymore. Oh, he's losing. But then, people are gonna realize, dude, like the second he wins, it's like, hold up, wait a minute. This motherfucker been losing for how long? And the one day we expect him to lose, he wins? And we're supposed to believe that this dude over here, who's been losing on big matches, out of nowhere wins this one. Okay. Really? Like, you know, people are going to question that, obviously. You know, but I did state it. I guess I have to take back my words. It was last year, October, where I stated, because everybody was like, oh, I do not want Roman Reigns to be Universal Champion. I'm like, bitch, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Roman Reigns is going to be Universal Champ. Just deal with it. Simple as that. Roman Reigns will be Universal Champion one day. Simple as that, right? But try to build sympathy for a guy. Like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, why build sympathy for someone, someone at the size of Roman Reigns? Like, really? 6 foot something, 250, 60 something pounds, and I'm supposed to feel sympathy for this guy? Really? If you look at someone like that who's trying to get sympathy for people, we're gonna be like, get your ass up and go and be a badass, please. But if you look at a guy like a Rey Mysterio, or a Cruiserweight, for example, right? Like if Neville was a babyface again, or a Sami Zayn, for example, or even what's his fucking name? Shit, I'm forgetting his name. But you know, like a lot of people, Daniel Bryan, like guys like that, we can have sympathy for because they're just like us, not big, but like at a decent height at best. You know, they work their way to where they are now. You know, they're not handed anything. You know, like that's why. You know, I honestly believe Cena worked to where he is right now. I think he's earned everything he's done. Right? Yeah, it's questionable to say that because, you know, maybe he has earned everything until around 2007 and all the way up. You know, that's when maybe Cena might just get things handed to him around then. But it's still, you know, when you look at a guy like Cena, you know, you can say that his character sucks, but you can't really say shit about his work ethic, how he gets things done. You know, that's why that's why a lot of people now, a lot of people respect Cena, but a lot of people also love and respect Daniel Bryan and Sami Zayn, guys like that, because WWE is not looking for guys like that, even though we're not in that age where we need to have big, muscle-up dudes that you know, that can fucking barely wrestle at all. You know, can't tell from what was it that Bobby Heenan says? Can't tell from a wrist lock to a wrist watch, something like that, right? So like exactly, stuff like that. Like, that's why we always like guys like that, but I don't know what's going on with Sami Zayn in the end of the day. I honestly don't. So SmackDown's trying to build up to Las Vegas next week. We have 3 championship matches. Styles taking on Ty Dillinger, with Corbin's going to get involved. I'm calling it now anyway. The Usos versus the New Day again in a street fight. You know, every time I bag on the New Day recently, they always pull me back in. I don't know. It's Big E. It has to be Big E is the star of the damn group. As much as I love them equally, I do see Big E the main star of the group. I really do. You guys can't tell me otherwise that, oh, Kofi Kingston is the guy. No. What? No. He can go. Woods can go. He's being held back. All he's doing is blowing the trombone and whatever, but he can go. He can wrestle. He's a great wrestler. He's a great wrestler, right? Big E's tremendous for a guy his size, able to do the things he does, you know? I just think Big E's the star. That's all I think. But I love them equally. I just think Big E is the one. He's the one. The chosen one, in my opinion. But yeah, the Usos taking on the New Day in a Las Vegas street fight. Why is it always got to be the town street fight? Why can't it just be a street fight? Or call it the Uso Penitentiary street fight, where they actually go to a penitentiary and they actually have a street fight there. Creative, but I don't know. Maybe they won't be able to do that because they're trying to keep, trying to make money or make a certain amount of money to make the company look good financial wise. I don't know. That's why they have budget cuts. That's why I don't get no freaking pyro at the beginning of the show. People have the nerve to say, oh, they don't need pyro. Are you? Yeah, they do. To build excitement. You think I'm just going to sit there, have the intro start, and then just show the crowd? That doesn't get me excited at all. No, it does not. The pyro gets me going. I'm sorry. That's just me for a guy that's been watching for 7-8 years. Alright? Whenever Raw comes on, with the intro and everything, the pyro hits right after. The pyro builds the excitement for me. It just does. When it's no pyro, it's like, whatever. Let's just start the show. But when the pyro happens, dude, I'm freaking lit. Simple as that. And Naomi will be challenging Natty for the women's title. That's basically it. So SmackDown looking to be good. I don't know. It's funny how people are starting to stop watch Raw, but yeah, I'm starting to stop watch SmackDown. Like, really am. Well, even though I have college now and I'm only off Tuesdays, as a weekday schedule. I'm only off Tuesday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That's when I'm school classes. But Tuesday, nah, you good, But I don't know. I honestly don't know. I mean, if you look back on Raw, Big Show getting power slammed through the cage, that was nasty. But Big Show and Strowman, dude. Yes, I remember Braun Strowman said this in an interview that him and Big Show are kind of like the last of their breed, so to speak. Giants. Yeah, they're like the last couple of the giants WWE has left. I don't think there's other, Big Cass. I don't really count him as a giant. I just think he's a tall dude. I don't know if that's fucked up to say. I mean, but it's true. I look at Big Cass as a tall dude. I don't look at him as a giant. I look at Big Show. I look at him as a giant that can knock you out with one punch. I look at Braun Strowman recently. Actually, when he started, when Braun Strowman came into the scene, I look at him as a freaking giant monster that's gonna destroy you at any given time. But when I look at Big Cass, it's like he's just a big dude that says a catchphrase. That's how I look at him. I don't. He has to do something on a Braun Strowman level for me to be like, oh shit, this guy's a fucking giant monster. No, it has to be at that level. If not, then I'm just gonna be like, yeah, he's a big dude, tall dude. That's it. That's it for Big Cass. Sad that he's hurt. That he's gonna miss WrestleMania next year, but it's all good. It's not like you're gonna do anything on the show anyway. Probably in the freaking Battle Royale. Anyways, okay, so No Mercy pay-per-view. I'm glad they keep the theme song. That theme song is lit. The best theme song for No Mercy I've ever heard in my life. Just like how they do for Money in the Bank, how they have that money, right? Keep the No Mercy theme, please. Because No Mercy is a good pay-per-view. I just hope Raw actually does. I recently watched the No Mercy pay-per-view from last year, and it was a great. It was like a great, decent, great to good show. I just hope Raw can either top it or be on the same level, great and good. Because only one pay-per-view from Raw that was phenomenal. And that is the Great Balls of Fire. A pay-per-view with a ridiculous name is the best Raw pay-per-view they've ever done. Extreme Rules is probably the second best. And after that, Clash of Champions was just waste. It was boring just remembering it overall. Hell in a Cell was forced and not good at all. And Roadblock, dude, that's like that Roadblock End of the Line is a forgettable pay-per-view. Just saying. Roadblock that I went to, a network exclusive show. That should be a pay-per-view. Just saying. That was a pay-per-view. I don't care what anyone says. But yeah, okay, so they did the 2K stuff. They announced the rosters. I did not finish the roster review video, but I have seen a lot of people on Twitter tweet out, who's in the game. Peyton Royce, Billy Kay, which is a shock to me. I didn't think they would make it, but they did gladly. Oh no, Cassius Ohno was in the game as well, which is blessed. You guys remember I made a video about the top 10 WWE superstars I want to see in the game, like day one. Tell me why the Hardys did not got named in the roster reveal. I'm just saying. What's going on with that? Where my Hardy Boys at? Come on. You mean to tell me they're on the DLC now? So you're telling me that you have to be in WWE legit a month before WrestleMania at best to be in the game on disc day one. Is that what you're telling me right now, 2K? Is that what you're telling me? If so, then that's just not right. I'm sorry. Come on. I mean, it's not hard. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe there'll be a surprise. Maybe they'll announce it or we'll find out. But I really doubt it. I think this is going to be DLC. And there's something going on with GFW. Anthem looking to sell TNA. I mean, or Impact, so to speak. Jeff Jarrett still owns the GFW rights. So GFW's fine. Just Impact Wrestling. That's, yeah. Anthem looking to get rid of that. And that's all I know. I don't know what's going to go on with that. Hopefully the story develops as we move on. But yeah, that's basically it so far this week that I can remember. Ric Flair doing well. Saw that video of him saying he ain't dead yet, mofos. He got a shirt, you know. But besides that, everything else is fine. Went to college and yeah, your boy's a college boy now. And yeah, thank you guys for listening to 7 Days Podcast. If you guys can, leave a like, subscribe, check out my SmackDown Live and Monday Night Raw Universe one I've done this week. Survivor Series this Sunday. Like, subscribe to this video, and I'll see you guys next time. See you guys next week, and I'm out. Later.